Hey everybody, Phraseworks here. It is Wednesday. Um, Voice a little horsey. Sorry,
Weird
Raquel.
weather out there.
I know, lots of smog. Um, the climate outside is unpredictable, as we've seen throughout all these weather events. And the networking environment, which is what we're going to talk about today, is no different. We're here to tell you how you can help sort of move along and grow your network to help you land that next job. So I think the first thing we want to focus on is uh, what's the best way to go about expanding or creating a network to get you to learn about more positions for Colin.
So I think the first thing to remember is you have to have a mindset of a different mindset when going for networking that is not about finding a job straight away. You're not going to connect with someone, ask if they have a job, they're going to say yes, and great, you got a job. That's not what networking is about. Networking is about building a relationship. So it's a slow process, it takes time, and eventually one day you might get the fruits of it, which would be a job lead. But it's going to take time. You have to build that relationship. So it's all about building that relationship first.
So what does that mean then? I mean, when we get into relationships, I compare networking kind of like dating. You're
Yeah.
feeling you're feeling people out. So what are some techniques we can do to improve our situation in that?
So just think about a similar situation, right? To find out more about people or to make sure they feel like they're interesting, you have to ask them for advice rather than asking them for a job opening. If you ask them, if you meet them and ask for a job opening straight away, they're going to close down, right? It's a closed-ended question. Do you have a job for me? Yes or no? End of conversation. You never speak to them again. No, it's about can I get some advice from you? People feel important when they have to give advice, right? They feel good about it. Oh, I can give advice. Great. And they like it. So it starts creating connection. It's an ongoing conversation. You can always ask for more advice. Be curious about them. And that will lead to building a relationship. So that's what it means. Look for advice. Ask for advice instead of job openings.
And you talked briefly there about closed-ended questions. I think the one thing you want to focus on is to have open-ended questions because that allows you to have a conversation.
Exactly.
And that conversation is the whole outcome is not to get a job. The conversation is to learn more about the organization, perhaps learn more
The
about
role.
exactly the skills. So an example of an open-ended conversation in that would probably be what sort of skills are required to do this task? What sort, when is a good time to be applying for these jobs?
Yeah.
What sort of people are you looking for in terms of experience?
What kind of events can I attend? What other companies should I be looking into? Any kind of question where it's just basically curiosity and trying to understand the industry. That's what you're looking for, right?
So then, in that case, you've given all these. We've got all these open-ended questions. So there's got to be there's a different approach to it, and there's no one-size-fits models all. So why don't we
Exactly.
talk about that?
So you have to change your approach depending on who you're trying to connect with. You're going to try to change it based on, okay, what generation are they from? What kind of communication, mode of communication do they prefer? So are you going to email, phone, show up in person? Are you going to text them? Is it going to be more casual? Is it going to be more formal? So those are all different approaches that you have to understand how to approach the person and what to ask for, right? Some people you might ask for advice on your resume and cover letter. They would be great at that. Some people you can ask about events in the industry. They would be great at telling you about that. So it depends on the person, and you have to really be creative about your approach. So don't just stick to one formula. Okay, I'm just going to send out an email to 10 people and hope that they get back to me. No, one person might be an email, another a phone call. So change your approach depending on the person.
So then, when we get in that situation, I think the one foundational element of networking is a solid opening. So let's talk about that because I think that is at the root of all successes and the root of being able to expand your network in a short period of time.
Yes, so having a killer elevator pitch is essential when you start thinking about going for networking events. So first of all, create your elevator pitch. That's a 30-second spiel or speech or pitch, whatever you want to call it, about yourself, where you're going to have some unique selling points, so strengths of yours or really unique skills Nothing generic or general that people just forget about it. Things that stand out about you, accomplishments, compliments that you received, anything that could stand out about you in the work arena.
The most important thing there, what you're speaking to, Raquel, is your elevator pitch is going to be unique to you. It's going to be different than everybody else's. And the one thing we want to remind you is it needs to be clear and succinct so that it can be passed along. That's the goal of networking, is to share this interest that you're looking for work with other people.
Exactly. So it's having a message that people can remember and pass along to other people. And it's going to go on and go on until one person finally says, oh, I am looking for someone who has those skills, so let me contact them. Again, other than the skills, you want to make sure that you have a clear goal, that person will understand what is your goal. Are you looking for advice? Are you looking for a job? Are you looking for an entry-level position, a senior position? What are you looking for? Your goal, very clear. And the last thing, maybe you want to tell a little bit about what's your motivation. What is your why? What is your passion behind what you're doing? So that usually stands out and is a pretty powerful statement. So I would say those are the most important things to have in your elevator pitch.
Yeah, so let us know in the comments below if we missed anything. Networking is very complex, as we said, and unpredictable world. So I'm sure we missed things. What tips work for you? What works for you when you're networking? What doesn't? What sort of things have you learned that maybe you think other people should know about? Leave them in the comments below. And yeah, hope you have a great day, and thanks for watching. See you later, everybody.